Welcome everyone. We are live and this is the Flaming Axe, a talking time with caffeine production powered by your friends at Vendetta Records, Dayton, Ohio. We are a podcast dedicated to regional, local, and national touring acts and bands. Welcome, and welcome to the Flaming Axe podcast. I am Bradley Bergman, the CEO of Vendetta Music One, also known as Vendetta Records, Dayton, Ohio. And tonight, I am very luckily happy that I have some really cool musicians from Nashville. This is Stephen McKee and his son from a wonderful band down there called Fate Hates Me. Say hi, Stephen.
Thank you for having us, man. We're grateful to be here, Bradley.
Hey, no problem. Absolutely. A friend of Smash Adams is a friend of mine.
Very cool.
So let me start this off the way we start off all of our shows, and let me ask you, what is your inspiration? Better yet, what's your son's name again?
Kiva,
what is your inspiration to make you want to pick up the bass with your old man and play? Really?
Well, I've always kind of been around the music scene, even when I shouldn't have been. My mom was big into blues from Kansas City, so I started out there when I was really young. When I came here, Dad and I had a little episode once upon a time, and I was like, yo, there's bass on that wall. Let's do that for a minute. I took it, I went, I came out, and I think we can make a song out of this. And no, sons, no, we're going to make a band out of this. So we did.
That is the coolest thing ever. I always said that if my kids said, Dad, we want to start a band, I said I'd be 110% in that stuff. I'd be like getting t-shirts printed and the whole thing. Hell yeah. There's no, if you go big or you go home.
That's it.
What was it Eminem said? You got one shot, don't miss your chance to blow. Right? There you go.
There it is.
Gotta make it count. Well, that's cool. Now, Stephen, what is your inspiration to make you want to pick up the guitar and write songs with your son, other than it just being a father-son thing?
Man, I've been writing songs for years, and I probably had notebooks with dozens, if not hundreds of them, and they've always kind of been there. I wrote most of them on an acoustic 12-string. They were never written for a metal band, and then Kiva wanted to play heavy, and I said, okay, let's turn them into heavy songs. And then our other three band members have just come in and kept on adding to the writing. And I mean, everybody writes and everybody plays and everybody. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing with a bunch of creative people.
That is absolutely, totally awesome, dude. That's what it's about. You know, when you write from here. You don't write from up here. It's somewhat up here, but it's mostly from here. This is what it's about. This is what the average person doesn't understand. They're like, oh, they're a rock band. Yeah, they don't look at the 300,000 hours of practice and the 56,000 times that you played in front of a crowd of two people, and people are like, oh, not to mention you're in debt because you have to pay for all that equipment that you have to lug around and set up. That doesn't happen on its own. You're not big enough yet to have road crews. Come on.
Right? Yeah,
right. It's called being a weekend warrior, and there's really something about that, you know?
We still lug all our own gear, but we have rules about it. Nobody's set up till everybody's set up. So drummer gets lots of help.
Yeah, I used to have a pretty good drummer too. He was kind of anal. He did not like anybody doing anything with his drums. He was the guy that took forever too to set up his drum set. I had my guitar dialed in 10 minutes. He was like, messing with his toms and recalibrating and moving stuff. Yep. I get it though. Some people are like that. They're like superstitious before a show. Speaking about being superstitious before a show, do you guys have any crazy like Buddhist rituals or anything you do before a show?
I absolutely like to hit a bong before we go play a show.
Hey, okay, that's rock and roll enough. There you go. You got to be loose,
That's right.
That's really cool.
I don't want to be upset or nervous or anything, and that just knocks it down a half notch.
Nothing wrong with that. Congress, I heard the Senate legalized it. They're trying to get it passed in the House now or something like that.
That's correct. And that would be great for all of us who have been ignoring that law all along.
Well, quite frankly, as far as I'm concerned, they can tax it and regulate it. They tried prohibition, that didn't exactly work. And prohibition was an awful thing. I'm not saying we allow harder stuff, but I'm saying we could take that, tax it. I mean, reality. I was a product of the public school system, and what I can tell you is, when you're in public school, there ain't a kid around that doesn't know someone who can get you bud.
Right.
I mean, that's just that. That's freaking, everybody gets it. I never was really big into it, but some people were. And I mean, honestly, if they regulated that and taxed it, they could pay off the national debt in a week.
Absolutely. It's a ridiculous thing nobody's ever OD'd on weed.
Yeah. It's on the ballot this year in Ohio. Well, what do you know? Right up here in the Buckeye State. All right. Well, maybe they're going to do something fun then.
Right on.
So, real quick, I understand you guys have some songs you'd like to play for us. What's the first one and what's it about?
We would, and the first one we did not write. I played with a guy in Kansas City called Fisherman Bob. And he is a blues bass player, and he wrote this song, and we took it and kind of rocked it up a bit. It's called "Tell Me All About the Blues," and it's a typical, I think, redneck, white trash kind of blues song.
I love it. Straight from the trailer park. Let's hear it, guys.
All right, so 1, 2, 3. I'll tell you all about the blues. Oh, why don't you tell me what do you have to lose? Tell me something to make me feel good inside. Just so nice, 'cause you got something to like. Come on and tell me how you like the world. Tell your old lady about the blues. Oh, why don't you tell her what do you have to lose? Tell her something that's gonna make her feel good inside. Tell some lies, 'cause you got something to hide. Come on and tell the truth. How you like the blood? I didn't want to be every Monday. I just decided running with a blind away. Leaving the coffee shop that I thought you had fun with you the other day. I'll tell yourself about the blues. Oh, why don't you tell yourself what do you have to lose? 'Cause you're bad, even on the fire. You got no sense, you got no pride. Come on and tell the truth. How you like the blood? I'm used to want to be every night and day. I'm just tired, running with a blind away. Living that coffee shop that I enjoy.
Very good. Awesome. Very, very, very cool. I got to say, that was really cool, man. You sang your butt off on that.
Yeah, I have some opera training and, of course, church choir and all that good stuff behind me. So I tend to be a little more Bruce Dickinson and a little less screaming.
There you go. Hey, Bruce Dickinson, though, that guy's got a set of pipes. Him and Axl Rose are both, and Rob Halford. Rob Halford,
Absolutely. Yeah. Judas Priest and Maiden are well in my influence lists.
Oh, God, yeah. They've all got that crap that they can pull off. Yeah, I can't do it. I don't want to get nodules on my vocal cords tonight. But anyways, yeah, you guys, that was a good tune. That's totally kicking butt. I'll tell you real quick before we hit your next song. What we're gonna do real quick is we're gonna real quick give you a preview, our viewers, a preview of upcoming artists.
Very cool.
Yeah, here we go. Hang on. Yeah, we always gotta not hesitate to talk about our sponsors. So, by the way, we are very much directly affiliated with Talking Time with Caffeine. We are a Talking Time with Caffeine podcast, and we would like to graciously thank Talking Time with Caffeine for allowing us to use their streaming platform for our services. So if you guys ever want to be guests on Lamont Show Talking Time with Caffeine, he would love to have you. And the cool thing is my show, we typically try to do the whole show in about a half hour. Sometimes we run over to an hour, but usually we try to wrap it up pretty quick. If you guys are on one of Lamont's podcasts, you can drag out a whole set list and play all night. I'm sure he would love that.
And we'll drag more of the band in.
There you go. See, you might as well do a full Fate Hates Me big show and bring the whole band in. Why not get the drums and everything? Why not? I'm sure he would love that.
It'd be loud.
Yeah, here you go. So, another thing I was going to say real quick is if you know anybody, Steven, that would want to be a guest on this show, and anybody else that's watching, if you guys want to be a guest on the show, this is all you gotta do. Scan this code right now, and it will sign you up so that way you can be a guest on our show. All you gotta do is scan that QR code with your nice little iPhone or Android. Scan it right now. It'll fill out the contact sheet so that way we can put you on the show. We want to get good talent. If you think you have what it takes, this is your chance to measure up and come on the air. So please, the other thing is this nice little green code here. We're putting together an Amazon wish list for cool things we'd like to do to add to our North studio. If you want to help support local music and help enhance our video production and everything else, what can I say except, yeah, probably not a bad idea to go ahead and fill out this QR code right here. And donate to us. We'll appreciate it. Oh, and by the way, if you're a company and if you donate, the first person to give us the biggest purchase, we'll name our North studio after your company, and we'll talk about it every single time we're on the air. We are not joking about that. We are not afraid to name and go and do stuff in the name of good business. So again, here's the Amazon wish list, guys. Yeah, go ahead. There's all sorts of little tidbits and things we need to get it started. Scan it. If you have a business and you want to get more exposure, yeah, I'll talk about your company. You know, Mikey's Hardware or whatever the heck you're called. I'll advertise you every single time. I am not the least bit afraid. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. All right. So, and lastly, one other thing, not trying to beg for charity or anything, but look, we're all working musicians. It costs money to do this. So one last thing, if you feel like you're in a giving mood and you want to be kind and everything, yeah, whatever you do, please donate to this QR code right here. Any amount would help. $1, $5, $10, you know, this is what it takes to make this run. So if you want to help support local music, scan this and donate to us, and you'll be very happy with the result. I promise. We appreciate any donation. Any amount helps. So anyways, what I've got planned here, just so you guys can hear, we haven't really officially leaked it yet, but what I'm trying to do is I'm working with some nonprofits. And I would like to have a big showcase, probably in a year's time, maybe a year and a half, depending on how it works out. If you guys would ever be interested in coming up to the Buckeye State and playing, maybe we could book you in.
Dude, we'd love that.
But here's the thing, we're doing it for charity. We're not doing it for money. So it's like, you know, we're doing it for the right reasons. You know, what I was thinking is if we could get like a big enough venue, you know, that has like a good club PA, and then like we all do a show. And like maybe there's a nonprofit I work with out of when I'm at my day job, and they help feed school kids over the weekends. They give them backpacks full of food, so that way they have stuff to eat when their mom and dads are out or whatever. And they're called Feed the Creek. But I was thinking about getting them and maybe like Toys for Tots and doing like a Christmas concert or something like that, and doing it for the right reasons and getting people to donate for the right reasons. So that's something I'm thinking about doing.
We've almost never played for money. It's always been kind of a joke with us because we all have, you know, day jobs and regular things to do. And so we've always joked that we have thousands into this band and we've gotten teens of dollars in return. We're totally cool.
I love it. There you go. You got to figure it out, my man. Again, the weekend warrior thing. So yeah, absolutely. Okay, so what's the next song you're going to play for us? What's it called?
All right, this is called I Don't Believe, and this is out on YouTube and all the streaming platforms. We have this one recorded with full band. I wrote this in a depressive funk. It's from the title, it might sound like I don't believe anything, but mostly I just don't believe in people. And this song kind of exemplifies that whole thing.
Trust me, I understand. Well, let's hear it. Rip it up, guys. And don't forget to sing angry.
I can. Wow. I can do that. I can believe it more. Childhood fantasy. It's like some kind of leader and goes to see if I can to turn around in the middle of somehow. I don't need your help, I'm just believing in myself. I couldn't believe anymore. I couldn't believe anymore. I couldn't believe. I don't know anymore. On the gender that put someone out the door. Hard to watch the road, shaped by one rich people. That's the storyline it's been so from the start of time. I don't believe anymore. I don't believe. I don't believe anymore. I don't believe. But to me, it mostly looks like just a funeral shroud. I sink into despair. I cannot breathe the air. Every now and then you just wish one friend would be there. I don't believe anymore. I don't believe. 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 I don't believe anymore.
Very cool indeed.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem, man. I could totally hear the Dio influence in that.
Thank you.
You were totally channeling your inner Ronnie James Dio.
I love it.
All right. Well, real quick, if you guys are interested, you guys want to play some trivia?
You bet.
All right. Let's see that Tic Tac trivia. All right, here we go. All right, so the way this works, it goes 1A, 1B, 1C, 2A, 2B, 2C, 3A, 3B, 3C. The name of the game, if you get an answer right, you pick a square, we put a marker. If you miss the question, I can block you. The name of the game is to get 3 in a row. If you get 3 in a row, you win. Sound easy enough?
We'll try.
All right. So, which singer has had a Billboard #1 hit each of the last 4 decades?
What singer?
Is it A, Freddie Mercury? Is it B, Rob Halford? Is it C, Mariah Carey? Is it D, Meatloaf?
Wow, I'm gonna have to go with Rob Halford.
Oh no, unfortunately you missed one. It was Mariah Carey. Oh, so I think I'll put my square right here on 1A.
I think you're gonna crush us, but we're gonna do this.
All right. Okay. Which number of the Avengers has had a brief stint as a pop star? Was it A, the Incredible Hulk, B, Iron Man, C, Captain America, or was it D, Thor?
We're gonna go with Captain America.
Okay. And the answer is Captain Marvel.
Figures.
So neither one of us were right on that one. We'll call that one a draw. So let's
right.
okay. There we go. So I didn't know that one. All right. So then let's try another question. Okay. What rock icon was the founder of Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Long-Haired Men? This should be a cause near and dear to your heart, Stephen. A rock icon. Come on. How many rock icons are there? Is the answer A, Axl Rose, B, Slash, C, Iggy and the Stooges, or D, David Bowie?
Oh, I gotta go with David Bowie.
Hey, you got one. Where do you want your square to go?
I'll take it in the middle just to, hope for a shot of some kind.
All right. Hey, don't worry about it. I haven't won yet. I've had like 5 episodes of this show. So, all right. Before Phil Collins, who is the lead singer of Genesis?
Wow. I have no clue.
Was it A, Freddie Mercury, B, Scott Weiland, C, some other guy that I don't know, or D, Philip Anselmo?
He says Philip Anselmo. I'm going with it. We have no clue.
Well, I know, but I kind of gave you a mnemonic device just to see if you grabbed it. It was actual Peter Gabriel, and I didn't know it. You should have said the guy you don't know because you would have won that one. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to block you here, and I'm going to go for B1.
Look at that. It is coming to a head up there in the top.
All right. Okay. What year did World War II start?
1942.
I'm going to say 1939. Oh, okay. Oh my God. I actually won one, but hey.
You win.
We've been slaughtered.
Hey, I've never won one. That's the first time I got to see that one get played out.
That works perfect for us. We never claimed to be brainiacs, just musicians.
Oh, that's all right. Dude, it was music trivia, though, except for the World War II question. I wouldn't have guessed that.
Well, I was actually just guessing off my mom's birthday because she was born close to the beginning of World War II.
A lot of people say like 41, but it wasn't. The war actually started in 39 because Germany went after everyone else.
That is the case.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't the Japanese didn't get involved until 1941. So the World War had already been going on for 2 years.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So great. So there we go. All right, cool. Well, it looks like let me double check something here real quick. Looks like everything here went off pretty good. Did you guys have a good time?
We did. That was fun.
All right. Well, we'll definitely have you back. our behind the scenes techno wizard Lamont would love to have you be on his show, and for sure we will book you. But with that, I bid you guys adieu. And thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have one more big of applause for Fate Hates Me out of Nashville, Tennessee. Thank you so much for joining us. And with that, we're going to go ahead and do the closing credits. Until next time, folks, keep on rocking in the free world.